Hey, my friends, welcome to Road Trip Ontario. In this video, we are discussing things to do in Greater Sudbury. But before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the little bell to be notified of new videos. Last time I was here, I was attending the Travel Media Association of Canada conference. I really enjoyed Sudbury then, and I'm definitely happy to be back here again. This time we stayed in the Hampton Inn, cozy rooms, a pool, plus breakfast is included. First stop of the evening, Wackies, with its unbelievable combination of chicken wings. Oh, damn, something came up. 1 second. Obviously, I'm playing. I was here before. This is one of my favorite places here in Sudbury with delicious cocktails and drinks. Okay, day one starts at Linella's Bakery, another piece of Sudbury's history as it's been in operation for over 60 years. They are best known for their famous Jelly Pig donuts. This is so good. Outside the Sudbury Community Arena, you'll find a life-size bronze statue of Stompin' Tom Connors, a tribute to his song Sudbury Saturday Nights. Across the street, you'll find the Sudbury Farmers Market, a vibrant hub of local produce and community spirit. Located in the heart of the city, the market brings together farmers, artisans, and food vendors from across the region to offer a diverse selection of fresh, healthy, and sustainably grown products. We cross the street again for lunch at the Laughing Buddha, which offers delicious artisanal sandwiches, pizza, and of course, their Buddha bowls. Next stop, chocolate. We are off to speak with Chef Tammy from Raven Rising Global Indigenous Chocolate. Tell me a little bit about Raven Rising. Why did you start it, the history behind it, and some of the schooling that you went through and things like that?
So we'll talk about the schooling first. So for many years, I was in and out of the electrical trade, and great money, just was not passionate about it. So I always like to say it was my midlife crisis. And I decided instead of, getting a younger boyfriend and buying a Corvette, that I would go back to school. And baking and pastry arts, I loved baking all of my life. And they had it at Cambrian, and I signed up for it. And the minute I walked into that, the kitchen and the classroom, I knew that that was what I was meant to do. It just felt right to me. And I was lucky enough, I finished the course, and within a couple of weeks, I had a job offer out in Banff, Alberta, and I never looked back. Just push myself to learn everything that I could in different hotels, resorts, restaurants, bakeries. I wanted a very well-rounded career, and I wanted to know everything. Like that's the thing. If you love something, right, you have to absorb it like a sponge. So every little piece that goes with baking and pastry and food in general was so interesting to me. So I've been very lucky. I've worked with some awesome people and under some awesome chefs, and had some really great properties. But I didn't like working for other people. I'm a little bit, I want to do my own thing. And the only place you can do that really is own your own business, right? But then I have like thousands of bosses, not just one, right? But that's okay because, that's what I'm doing, and people are happy when it has to do with, with pastries and chocolate. I had a previous business, and I was doing pastry consulting. So I was getting into a little bit of e-commerce, but the business wasn't really going the direction that I wanted it to. It was kind of floundering a little bit. And then COVID came along and kind of took care of it for me and put it out of its misery. And I went, well, that kind of sucks. What am I going to do now? And then ding, I want to open up the business that I was actually dreaming of.
Yeah.
And I took everything that I learned from every aspect of life and decided, of course, mid-pandemic, that I was going to open up e-commerce. And what am I going to ship e-commerce that's going to ship, right? Well, chocolate, right? And also during this time, so parallel universes, I was finding out about being a 60s scoop, and I was discovering about my Indigenous family and all kinds of things. And so I really wanted to incorporate that journey into my business. So I didn't want it to just be my journey. I wanted to share my journey with my customers and have them experience what I'm experiencing as I'm learning. I want to teach them and have them learn. So, I'm like, I guess the Pied Piper of the Indigenous chocolate world. And I've got, all these people by the hand, and we're going, la, 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 and, let's eat some chocolate and learn about some things, right? But chocolate in and of itself is one of the oldest Indigenous ingredients that people worldwide know about, right? So yeah, the business is Indigenous. It's Indigenous. The identity is definitely Indigenous because I'm Indigenous. Raven Rising, the name, Raven is my spirit animal. And I love ravens, always have. They are just phenomenally smart creatures. And they also like to give gifts. And I find that that's who I am. I like to share things with people, and I'm always trying to stuff food in people. So I thought, well, I'm not giving people stones and pretty things, but I'm giving them gifts. And then my friend who owns a couple of restaurants in Calgary said to me, she said, you should call it Phoenix Rising. She said, because you're always like, you're emerging from the ashes and being reborn. And I said, Phoenix doesn't hold a place in Indigenous culture. I said, but ravens do. I said, and Raven Rising is just, it sounds mellifluous, right? It just kind of rolls off the tongue. So I said, Raven Rising it is. And it was born.
Really, I love that.
Yeah.
And I love that it's your spirit animal too. That's awesome. Such a connection right there. Okay. So you mentioned that's Indigenous. So how do you incorporate your Indigenous heritage background with the chocolate and the sweets that you're making and these amazing, delicious things that you're creating here?
So I think one of the most passionate things that I do are my bonbons. Unfortunately, they're sold out all the time. I make
That's a good problem to
It
have.
is, but it's like a conundrum, right?
Mm.
And I'm always trying to guess how many to make. So I make them for the chocolate membership people first. So hint, hint, if you want to ensure you get them, get a chocolate membership. And then I do make extra for e-commerce and for retail. But with those bonbons, that's where I really do the majority of my Indigenous ingredient or Indigenous business sourcing. So I'll take something like cedar and that taste that is cedar, and I'll pair it with a chocolate, right? So how people pair wine with food, that's what I do with chocolate and the ingredients. So everything needs to have a specific taste. In my mind, I know how it wants to be and what it's going to become. So I need to find that chocolate that's going to bring out that component of the cedar, right? So different chocolates are going to make that one ingredient taste different.
Mm.
So, I get to play a little bit. There's science involved in it, which I love science. I'm a little bit of a science nerd. But I also want to ensure that when I'm making these chocolates, that the outside is representative of what's on the inside. So I'm not going to make a cedar chocolate purple on the outside, right? So I did one and it looks like a cedar to me anyways. So it's my art, right? The rest of the bars and everything are not quite as Indigenous forward as far as ingredients go. Like they are chocolate, yes. And I do have some that have, seeds and berries and different fruits and whatnot. But to me, Indigenous is also about the appreciation and the love of all things nature. So for me, painting, birds and flowers and, well, yeah, even, Mr. Googly-eyed Halloween dude, but it's all about the love of everything that's around you and the appreciation for, art in general. Indigenous people have a very long history of different art in like so many different forms, right? So this is my interpretation of Indigenous art. And it may not be a traditional and accepted way with many people, but it's okay. It doesn't have to be. I don't have to conform.
It's your business.
That's right. My business, and it's my mind. And it's so warm and squishy and wonderful in there. There's so much happening in there all the time. And I'm lucky that my art gets to be eaten. So I get to recreate it in different ways all the time, right?
I love how you put it before. I'm trying to pull what's in here and put it onto this. I think that's quite awesome.
I do also want to say that I very proudly support local businesses and farmers, and also very happily buy Canadian product. I'm still Canadian. No matter what is going on politically in the world, I am a member of Canada as well as an Indigenous person. So
absolutely. On that note, Chef Tammy, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us. Cause, I love this place and I love what you do. And I'm your biggest fan, 100% supporting you with whatever you're doing here. Love it.
Well, thank you so much for coming back to see me.
Absolutely.
It's awesome. And I follow your travels on Insta, and it's TMAC was great because we got to meet, entirely different tourism people. So I had Destination Ontario in here earlier today.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but TMAC, and then I follow a few other people that I met. Yeah, I thank you so much for visiting with me today, and for letting me tell my story and sharing my chocolate with you.
Absolutely. Which, from chocolate to whiskey, yes, I think that's more than a decent transition, don't you? Crosscut is 100% grain to glass distillery, which sources grains and botanicals from all across Northern Ontario.
So the flight I chose today is a combination of like the most popular spirits that we have and also my favorites. So we're starting on the triple grain. This is just our standard vodka. We have wheat, oats, and rye in here. It's got a slight marshmallow smell to it. So we have like a dominant nostril for each person. So you can like take it up to your nose.
A dominant nostril?
Yeah, so one of them you're gonna smell more of the spirit out of. So you can like go.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah. So mine is the left, but you're gonna get like a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of like oatmeal, and then like kind of a marshmallowy note. And it's just like a nice smooth vodka. It's got a light sweetness to it. So you kind of want to let it sit on your palate. Yeah. So it's like just nice, smooth.
Yeah,
There's not a huge burn to it, which is awesome.
Nice.
The barrel-aged aquavit, I find it could be really popular, but people like don't know what aquavit is, so it gets swept under the rug a lot. It's one of my favorite spirits. So this one's our barrel-aged version. We do have an unaged version as well, which is more of like the typical aquavit that you would find from the Scandinavian countries. It is a Norwegian spirit, and it's made with dill and caraway. That one, the blue bottle, is the unaged version. That one's more like fresh out of the garden herbs. I like to compare this to like caramelized in a pan with onions.
Okay.
So we'll take it up to our dominant nostril. Yeah.
One second. Aquavit.
Yeah.
Isn't that what we had in Oslo? Aquavit.
Sounds familiar.
She said Scandinavian. I think
Yeah,
that's the one we had in
That's
Oslo that
probably.
cost like an arm and a leg.
Yeah,
It's like dilly. Yeah.
Okay.
So we use dill and caraway in ours. I get like, that strong
yeah,
caramel note.
yeah.
Yeah, I like it almost as much as I like whiskey. And then that like kind of citrusy note to start. And then we go into the herbal. And then it's with that like warm, almost whiskey finish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I really love this one for mixing. It is typically just drank straight out of the freezer or on ice. We like to use the unbarreled version in Caesars because like obviously that dill note's gonna go crazy in a Caesar.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dill. Yeah, I
Yeah.
taste that dill right away.
Totally, right? And it kind of lingers there too, and it's really nice. And that's like kind of that caramelized taste that I'm talking about there.
Yeah, I definitely taste that dill.
Yeah, I love
So-
it. It's so good. I when I first started here about 3 years ago, I was not a fan of it at all. I had a really hard time selling it. I almost had like a script to tell people to like try and get it out. But now, yeah.
Probably goes good with mashed potatoes.
Oh my god, yeah. Honestly, that probably would go really good with mashed potato. Or like even like an espresso martini with that would like add a lot of complexity. Yeah, it'd be
Yes.
super cool.
Nice.
And then, so the cherry gin, we just released, so this is our third batch, but we just re-released it about a month ago. So you're getting like that tart cherry, a little bit of lime. And when we take it to our palate, you get that sweet cherry note, and then almost like a peppery finish.
Yeah.
And then,
that's nice.
so I like to call this one our gateway gin. A lot of people don't like gin, and almost everyone I serve it to, they love that one. It's just nice, easy, super easy to mix. You do it with tonic, you do a martini with that one. Like Negronis go crazy with that one.
It's not even like, it doesn't have any kind of burn really.
No,
It's actually
exactly.
relatively
It's super smooth,
yeah.
right? Yeah, exactly.
And you said that's like triple? Is that, how long is that distilled?
So a lot of that triple distillation stuff is kind of bullshit. It's all marketing. It's all marketing. It does not matter at all. It's the filtration that matters. So
Jameson.
no, exactly. Literally, you feel that fucking burn so bad. I'm so sorry. I don't know.
No,
Not this
oh
one.
yeah.
Okay,
Listen,
cool,
that's
sweet.
okay. No, yeah, because when we're in Ireland, we went to Jameson
Yeah.
and they were saying the difference between ours. I would do it.
No, exactly. It's all
Irish
sales.
accent, but they were saying the difference between theirs is that theirs is double distilled.
Yeah.
And the ones that they make in Scotland is triple distilled. And
Yeah.
they're saying that when it's triple distilled, it's more smoother.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of marketing in that. Like you might get a smoother product out of it, but we actually did a blind tasting with Grey Goose and our vodka. Our vodka almost always came out first. We did
Nice.
it with like 25 people, and I think it
Grey
was
Goose
like
is just like the name.
no, it's literally just all about marketing and like our vodka's smooth, and we don't like tell people it's triple distilled because you know it's
So you
just
just need to get your drinks in a bunch of rap videos and then okay.
okay. And the next one is my favorite. I love this one so much. It's the barrel aged gin. We got rosemary, we got ginger, we got that juniper note, and then we also have sweet gale, which is kind of like an herbal shrub. It just kind of like rounds out the ginger, makes it a little bit sweeter, and then it brings out the rosemary as well.
Wow.
See that rosemary right away.
Oh yeah.
And then the burn is like more of that whiskey heat you're getting, and then also the ginger spice. And I love it. It's like it's kind of sweet on the end there because it's a sweet ginger that we're using. It's not just a regular ginger root.
It's so interesting how these things present themselves at different times. Like it's so weird. Like you get hit with the rosemary, and then after you have this feeling of the
exactly,
ginger.
right? Yeah, it's like
actually
it's
quite
totally
cool.
like the front of the mouth, the palate, and then on the way down at the same time.
Yeah,
so
it's
it's really
really
cool. Yeah, I love the barrel aged gin. I've been a little bit obsessed with it. My manager actually told me I can't use it in features anymore because I use it too often. And then obviously we're gonna end it off with a bang with our whiskey.
Nice.
So we won gold on this whiskey this year for our Canadian competitions.
Nice.
This is our 100% rye whiskey. A lot of Canadian whiskeys, which are rye whiskeys, are sweetened. Ours is not sweetened, so you're just getting that rye spice and that whiskey heat.
Nice.
This actually got me on the whiskey train. Yeah, I wasn't a whiskey girl before this, but yeah, so you're getting that nice bright.
Smells like wood.
Yeah, I know, exactly, right? You're getting like that oak and you're getting that like a little bit of that spice too. It almost smells like cinnamon.
Oh wow, yeah.
So smooth.
Oh, I completely taste like the barrel here.
No, exactly, right? It's like
That's what
it's all the notes you want out of it, right? And like that rye spice, I just love the way it lingers a little bit on my palate there. Yeah, take it all. Yeah, so
Oh man, that's fantastic. You guys got some good stuff.
yeah, no, I know. I like ever since I started working here, I haven't been able to drink anything from the LCBO. It's like it's honestly ruined all other spirits for me because I'm just obsessed with
Now
it.
you see more of the process.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
it too. And like
So this isn't available in the LCBO.
so our triple grain vodka, and we didn't try the local harvest gin. Do you mind giving us 2 samples of the local harvest? So those were our flagship products. We came out with the vodka and we came out with the gin first. We also came out with our 100 proof moonshine. So it's just like a bourbon style unaged whiskey at 50%.
Jesus.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's got a nice kick to it, but I've never been a vodka person. I drank too much of it in my teenage years, and we don't need to talk about that. So for a while there, I was just literally just using our moonshine as a replacement for vodka.
Nice.
And so this one's our local harvest. This was our first gin we came out with. So it's more of a botanical gin. We have 10 botanicals in here. The heavy note is juniper. We got some bright citrus on there. We have anise, which some people are kind of scared of. I'm trying to bring out the anise to make it more of a pleasurable experience for some people because people are like, oh, black licorice. I don't like black licorice. I don't like black licorice either, but I love this shit. So you smell that? So I get lemon first, and then it kind of goes into that sweet floral taste, ending on that black licorice note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't taste any black licorice at all.
Oh, okay. Well, that's awesome.
So that's
yeah.
actually good.
And everyone has a different palate too. So we're doing this one in a cocktail called Anise You a Lot. Yeah, we try to keep things funny around here, you know? But yeah, that one's awesome. And I really just want to like emphasize that anise note that people are trying to get away from and make it more of an experience that you're going to enjoy every time.
Awesome. Well, this has been amazing.
Sweet. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad I could like present this to you.
And your name is? Sorry.
My name's Jay.
Jay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the bartender of Crosscut.
Yeah.
Maybe could have done that at the start, but
No, we just wanted to get into drinking the gin. So
yeah,
we didn't
no,
want to
exactly.
waste
I
any
want to
time.
get to drink food.
Exactly.
That's why I work here.
So how much of these meetings do you do a day?
Oh, we don't need to say that. I think the LCBO is going to be on my ass about it.
Awesome. No, thank you so much.
Yeah, no,
This is awesome.
totally. Okay. And if I could get you a cocktail, I'd be glad to, you know.
Sure. All right, from whiskey and gin to beer. I'm loving these transitions. A few doors down, you'll find 46 North Brewing. For dinner, we head over to Rosie's Corner for some authentic Mexican food. Or head over to Respecta's Burning Kitchen and Bar, an outstanding restaurant serving up traditional Italian food. For day 2, we start at Gloria's Restaurant, another staple here in Sudbury who just celebrated their 70th anniversary in 2022. This traditional diner prides itself on being a welcoming and family-like environment where visitors are greeted with a friendly smile and a big hello. They have an extensive list of breakfast options with vegan and dietary restrictions as well. Another must-see location for outdoor travel lovers, O'Napping Falls, also known as High Falls, is a beautiful cascading waterfall. Wheelchair-accessible lookouts are available just a short distance from the parking lot, allowing anyone to enjoy the view. The A.Y. Jackson Lookout Point is named after a group of 7 artists, A.Y. Jackson, who visited the location and was inspired to paint the waterfall in 1953. For those interested in hiking, a trail extends from the lookout to the bridge and observation platform. This phone is for everyone that lost a loved one. It is a phone for memories and for saying the goodbyes you never got to say.
Oh, that's so sweet.
From there, you can explore the woods on a 2-kilometer loop.
That's beautiful.
Meanwhile, back in downtown, aside from Sudbury's crown jewel of murals, Canada's largest mural, officially Old St. Triple Joe's by Kelly Risk Gravel, there are currently over 30 murals found throughout Greater Sudbury, Ontario, created and maintained as part of the Up Here Festival. The festival is just one of the many projects run by We Live Up Here, a voluntary-run nonprofit dedicated to the idea that art can inspire, transform, and help build a better community. They range from bright, bold colors and imaginative designs to ultra-realistic depictions like the portrait of Alex Trebek located on his former high school. You can find a complete map of the murals around the city and the stories behind them as part of the Up Here Festival app. Located along the west shoreline of Ramsey Lake, the Bell Park Walkway offers a beautiful and accessible walk for all ages, including a picturesque 2-kilometer boardwalk. If you follow the path, it will take you behind Old St. Joseph's Hospital, otherwise known as Canada's largest mural. If you're searching the perfect place to spend the afternoon with the whole family, Science North is a popular tourist attraction. Here you'll find an assortment of exhibits and activities for all ages, including a rock tunnel, a 3D IMAX with laser theater, a planetarium, the F.G. McLeod Butterfly Gallery, and the Tech Lab. The other popular tourist attraction is Dynamic Earth, a hands-on earth sciences museum owned and operated by Science North. Here, you'll find the underground mining tour, outdoor science park, Earth Gallery exhibit, Epi-Rock Theater, McLeod Rock Gallery, Mineral Wall, and of course the iconic Big Nickel, an oversized replica of the 1951 Canadian nickel. Now, if you happen to be here during Halloween, be sure to check out Pumpkinferno, an enchanting outdoor exhibit featuring thousands of hand-carved pumpkins set against a glowing Sudbury backdrop right here on the grounds of Dynamic Earth. We We end the night at yet another fine Italian restaurant, Bella Vita Cucina, and we start day 3 at Eddie's, another popular eatery amongst the locals here in Sudbury. It's the kind of place where generations of miners grab a satisfying breakfast before heading off to work. Now, whether you're looking for a beautiful photo background or are interested in the area's religious history, the Grotto Lourdes Shrine is one of the most beautiful and free things to see in Sudbury. Commissioned in 1907 as a replica of a famous holy place in France, the Greek-style columns and fountain make a popular spot for wedding and graduation photos. And the final stop before our 4-hour road trip back to Toronto is Kiwi Park. Over 450 acres in size, Kiwi Park is a multi-use sports and outdoor park. This is the perfect location if you want to spend quality time outdoors during a trip to Sudbury. During the warmer months, you can explore the trail network, play on the disc golf course, or hit the lake swimming, canoeing, kayaking, or paddleboarding. They offer snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, and ice skating in the winter. Gear rentals are available on site. All right, that's it for this video. Head to roadtripontario.ca for a detailed blog post. The link is in the comments and description. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Cheers.